All right, guys, I am back with a brand new Friday DC update. And man, was yesterday an interesting day. I have found out definitively that the majority of people on Twitter that do not like either Snyder or the DCEU are full of just complete morons. And they're stupid. They're just plain stupid. I got into some discussions with some people yesterday, and these people were being extremely rude, telling me that I was a liar and that I could absolutely show them what I filled out yesterday as part of that group that I'm a part of with Warner Brothers called an A-lister. And I simply can't. It's just not possible. It goes against their terms of service, and it goes against NDAs and could bring legal action. So I'm not here to appease some keyboard warriors. And you guys already know, for my followers and the people who are here on my channel, already know I don't lie about stuff. I'm not going to make stuff up. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not who I am, and I don't put people down. And on that note, I have to give thanks to the Truth 31. He did a post yesterday calling me delusional and some other things, and I had to thank him. I had to publicly thank him for bringing so many viewers to my channel. And I do have to thank him. He does not realize how many people have left his camp and have come over to my channel, and I am not going to flip-flop like he did and just change with the times. I'm not here to make friends with the studio. I'm not here to make friends with anybody. I'm here to tell you guys what is actually going on and bringing you the news. And the fact that there are groups of people out there that can't stand that shows that they have some issues they need to work through. But the more that these individuals talk about me and the more that they pass around, the more people come to my channel and more Twitter followers I get. So kudos to those guys for helping promote my channel and my content. I really do actually appreciate it. I'm never going to be the guy who's going to put other people down. I'm not going to sit here and bash other channels for what they do, because that's not who I am. But I am going to call off the stupidity on Twitter because it's definitely there. And I can't wait until I have my little community set up that I'm going to be doing for people who want to actually subscribe to, actual memberships where people who have memberships can actually get in, and we can create our own community of like-minded people talking about the things we enjoy without having to deal with all that nonsense. But I'm just now getting to the point where I'm just going to be blocking all of those people because it's not worth my time to even respond. But I am going to show you something that I had to post to them, and what's funny is when I proved to them that they were wrong, they changed the goalposts, which is hilarious. But I am going to show you guys a video that I actually, or not a video, a photo that I actually pulled from that I did yesterday to send to those people to show them that I was not lying. But we're going to talk about a few things here. So first off, McFarlane Toys today is going to be doing pre-orders on the Batman action figure that I've been waiting for, the actual Batman from Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. So the pre-orders do start today, January 19th, at select retailers. So you're going to want to look out for that. And I am definitely going to be pre-order this, and it will be added to my wall behind me. I've been waiting for them to do this version of Batman because I do have two other versions of Batman. I have the one from Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, where he has the special suit on with the goggles. And then I also have the one that came with the 80th anniversary Batman thing, or I can't remember what it is, but it's the six, where there's 6 Batmans in this collection that came out from McFarlane Toys. I have those as well. And so neither one of those is this suit. So know that this one is getting released today, and you will be able to pre-order it. I am looking forward to that. Now, this goes off of the thing that I filled out yesterday with Warner Brothers, and somebody in my comments also as part of that program and said, I too took that same survey you were referring to today. I've been an A-list since 2016. And yes, you are 100% right. It was way too specific about Snyderverse stuff. Something is definitely going on behind the scenes. Now is not the time to give up. And I'm not going to, they gave more away than I was willing to give away. But yes, I could tell you guys that the thing that I filled out yesterday shows that they threw their foot in the door and they're not allowing it to be closed just yet, okay? There's more talk about David Ayer Suicide Squad, and if you guys don't follow Sammy, definitely check this account out, at Snyder Queen on Twitter. They post all kinds of awesome stuff in regards to the Ayer cut. And they mentioned that, Jay Hernandez dies at the end of the studio version of the Suicide Squad in an explosion, which obviously doesn't make any sense because he is El Diablo, an Aztec god of fire. It says Warner Brothers digitally removed this Latino actor from the ending for absolutely no reason. She's also been posting stuff where she's talking about how, Batman had more lines. There was definitely more stuff, and we had a lot more of the Joker as well. Like, we were really robbed of something special again, and I'm really hoping that the Ayer cut does get released at some point, and I think it is inevitable at this stage. So I talked about this, I believe, last week, at the end of last week, that there is a Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. This is a film that is coming out that is going to premiere at the Sundance Film Festival. The definitive portrait of Christopher Reeve's astonishing, tragic, and ultimately inspirational life is told with cooperation of the actor's family and uses a rich well of personal archives. So this is going to be very interesting. I am looking forward to this. I will review this when it finally does get available to the public. This was also rolling around yesterday. It says James Gunn says that he only has the finale of Peacemaker Season 2 left to write. And I really don't think there's a lot of people that care about this. I'm sure there are some, and some people like his juvenile potty humor and are excited for this to return. I am not. I don't like, just look at the costume. Just look at the way they portray these people. He doesn't take superheroes seriously. Now, Jason Momoa came out and made a comment. He was talking with Variety the other day, and he said, I've just never been a part of movies that, none of my movies are going to the awards, says Jason Momoa. I'm not really that guy. So maybe one day it'd be nice to do one of those kinds of movies where it's a really, really good movie. Well, he's the one that gets to choose his projects, and if he stops acting like an idiot like he has in his last couple of films, he possibly could maybe be part of something special, because Justice League didn't, Zack Snyder's Justice League did not make him look like an idiot. Right, now, here's an AI picture that I really liked. This movie here is the movie I would love to see. This is that iconic pose of Batman, Superman back to back. And this is one of my favorite photos. I think this is pretty freaking awesome. It just is crazy that the studio turned away from this. It really is. And this goes back to what I said yesterday, that they should just release the Ayer cut. It says, this person, South Cali guy, said to David Ayer, seems like a win-win for all parties. Does this sound like an option you'd consider being okay with? And Mark Hughes wrote, Warner Brothers Discovery is selling and licensing crap out left and right already. So seriously, why not just sell David Ayer's full version of Suicide Squad and let Netflix or Apple or whomever invest money in whatever else needs to be done to finish and stream it exclusively on their own service? They're 100% right. They absolutely could do this. Warner Brothers Discovery is like, especially with no big movies really coming out this year, they could use some money. There's no reason why they shouldn't be doing this. It's crazy just the decisions that are made down there that are taking money away from the studio that could be bringing in money. It's just crazy. Now, I haven't checked out Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths yet. Maybe I'll check it out this weekend and do a review on it. But the executive producers are unsure whether DC Studios has any interest in even continuing animated films. He said, at this stage, we don't know. Now, there are supposed to be 2 more parts to this coming, but I will definitely be checking it out possibly this weekend. Now, Kevin Conroy, the GOAT of Batman, of Batman's, he was the voice of Batman in Batman the Animated Series and all of the Arkham games. But Beccu Movies came out and said, let's not forget what Kevin Conroy said about Affleck's Batman, which was basically a GOAT complimenting another GOAT, and which is true. Kevin Conroy crowns Ben Affleck as the best live-action Batman. If anyone should pick the best live-action Batman. It's the guy whose version is considered best of all time across all mediums. And this is what Kevin Conroy actually had to say. He said, "I love seeing all the different takes. I think some of them get Bruce Wayne more than they get Batman. And some of them get Batman more than they get Bruce Wayne." And I 100% agree with him there. I think Ben Affleck has probably gotten the best balance of the two. He's a really good Bruce Wayne and a really good Batman. That is absolutely correct. Here we go. Sammy, this was her other post that I saw. David Ayer Suicide Squad had much more Batfleck in and was more closely tied to Batman vs. Superman. His fight scenes and dialogue were also longer. Yeah, we really did get robbed, guys. There's no question about it. There's no reason why the studio can't let us have these last versions of these characters to enjoy. All right, so this is a picture I took to appease those morons on Twitter. And this was the actual email I got from the Warner Brothers A-list community. And I'm not going to show any more than this. This is all I'm willing to reveal, but you can see I got this email on January 17th. And it says, "Help us dig into the best DC," and it goes on. And it says, "Hey there, Aaron, we need your help in," and I'm not going to show you the rest. So, again, I cannot tell you guys what I do with them. I cannot tell you what polls I fill out, but I've been on there a lot longer than 4 or 5 years. Somebody was also getting on my case about me having dementia because I can't ever remember how long I've been on there. Just know it's been a long time. I have been part of the Warner Brothers A-list community for many, many years, and I have filled out all kinds of stuff for them. Nothing nearly as specific as what I filled out yesterday. Like, there is definitely something going on behind the scenes. Now, this is pretty cool. So somebody posted all of the things that are associated, and I'm not going to spend the time to read this here in this video unless you guys want me to read it. If you want me to read this out loud and maybe do a video just on this, I can read all of the different changes that were done in the extended version of Suicide Squad. So I'm going to have both of these pictures here, so you guys can always pause the video and read it. But if you want me to actually read this whole thing out loud, because it is 2 pages, I could absolutely do this on another update or just do a video specifically for this. So let me know what you guys would prefer. Here's the other page. And so there's quite a few things in there. And lots of the Joker, lots of other stuff. So you guys can read through that. And if you want me to read it, just let me know. All right, guys, so there you have it. Twitter is full of unintelligent people. They can sit there and make all the claims they want on my channel. They like to call me a grifter all the time. I am far from a grifter. I know I'm not afraid to tell it like it is, and I'll never stop talking about the way it actually is, and I'll never stop fighting for what was robbed from us and taken from us. And the studio continues to make stupid decisions, which are just going to continue to hurt their brand, and I'm going to continue to talk about those things. And no amount of bullying or name-calling on Twitter will get me to stop, because I'm not a grifter, and I'm going to stick to my guns. And I have some integrity, and I'm going to stick to it, and I'm not that channel. And so you guys can do whatever you want behind the scenes. If you want to complain, that's your prerogative, but I'm not going to be listening to it, and I won't be responding to those comments anymore either. And there's going to be a lot of blocking for sure, because I could tell you, they talk about the Snyder fans or the DCU fans being the, cult-like and being toxic. Oh, it is definitely not coming from our side. That toxicity is coming from them. I saw some ridiculous things over the last couple of days. People taking my picture and taking the time to Photoshop it into a clown and do all kinds of stuff. Like, if they have that kind of time to actually go to those kinds of efforts, there is absolutely something wrong. Those people really should seek help. All right, guys, there's my DC update for the day. I do appreciate all the support. If you like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as I have new videos go up.